Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. We are live tonight with another one sheet wonder. Tonight we are going to be using the Country Gingham 6x6 Designer Series paper. We are going to get 9 cards. Yep, 9 cards out of one 6x6 sheet of that gorgeous gingham paper. I've been featuring the paper and we're going to pair it with the Petal Park Bundle, which was my Stamp Set of the Month class for this month. My class just ended. So tonight is going to be a bonus for my class members, and I might just be giving out a class kit at the end of the tonight. We'll see, because I had an extra kit. So stay tuned for that. Join me now. And I think I am live on Facebook as well, Bill. He is checking that out. He is checking that out. Hello, everyone. I'm going to give him a second to check that, and then we will get started.
My problem is I'm not a
right there.
Facebook person. Okay, right here?
Yeah.
Do I click on that?
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
We're good? We're on?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. So I'm going to change the camera and we'll get started. All right. So, like I said, my Stamp Set of the Month class this month featured the Petal Park Bundle. It is the stamp set and the coordinating punch. It is on the retired list. Now, if you haven't heard, the retired list came out yesterday for the annual catalog as well as the mini catalog. And you will find this on the list. That is because when it shows up in the new annual catalog, it will not be bundled anymore. So save 10% and purchase the bundle now before May 1st, because once May 1st hits, it will be in the new annual catalog, but it will not be bundled anymore. The Country Gingham Designer Series paper is also in the mini catalog and on the retired list. And this is while supplies last. So don't delay. If you love this paper like I did, I used it a ton for my class and bonus cards, and I've done one sheet wonder with it. And tonight we are going to be using this print right here to create 9 cards out of this 6x6 sheet. Yes, I'm going to get 9 cards out of that. Bill is manning the computer here, so if you have any questions, just holler and he will relay them to me. But to cut this up, we are going to cut it in 2-inch strips. So 2 inches, 2 inches. So I have 3 strips that are 2 inches by 6 inches. And now we're going to take them and we're going to cut them. Let's see, how do I want to do this? 2 inches and 2 inches. So now we have 9 squares that are 2 inches by 2 inches. Now we're going to take those and we're going to cut them down to 1 inch by 2 inches. And I'm trying to do all 3 at once, so we'll see. That went pretty good. And we're going to do that to all 3 of these 2 inch by 2 inch squares. So we're going to end up with 1 inch by 2 inch strips. And we're going to get 9 cards out of these 1 inch by 2 inch strips. You're probably thinking, what can you do with those little pieces? I am going to show you. So that's all the cutting we're going to do. The card base for all 9 cards is the Sweet Sorbet. So I'm going to do 3 at a time. We're going to do 3 different layouts, 3 of each layout for a total of 9 cards. So the beauty of the way I have this Designer Series paper cut is if you like one of the layouts of the 3 different layouts better than the rest, you can create all 9 cards the exact same because that designer series paper is all cut the same size. Get my spectacles here. All right, so that's our bases. I have 3 strips of basic white that are 2 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I see I got some that are got ink on, but that should be fine. We're going to take those little 1 inch by 2 inch strips, and we're going to use 6 of them. And I'm going to bring in my liquid glue here, and we are going to glue these to the bottom and the top of these basic white strips. And I like to use the liquid glue so that I can move, I can move it, make sure that I am at the top and that it looks like it is kind of straight on there. Do the same with this one. All 3 of these are going to be the same. So this is the first layout. These cards are going to be kind of an illusion when they're done. An optical illusion. But it's a great way to use up those little strips that we all have laying around. Like, you would have a little strip like this and you'd probably throw it away because you'd think, okay, I ain't going to do nothing with that. You're going to be re-looking at those little strips from now on and thinking, okay, I can do something with that.
Is that why you didn't let me throw the garbage out today?
That's right, because I got lots of strips.
So all these
little pieces, yeah.
pieces in the garbage, they're really not garbage.
No. I'm going to get them things out of the way. Now you can kind of see on my grid here, I got some drawings, and that is so I can place my card on my grid, and you see these lines? That's where I know it's going to be centered. Not really a big deal, but if you like to have your stuff centered, generally I would just eyeball it. But I thought tonight I would get really on point here and get them all nicely centered. And I don't think I have to use my liquid glue. I'll probably regret this, but we will see. And one more. You're probably thinking, that's kind of ugly looking. Wait. I don't like with this Country Gingham designer series paper, I don't think you can get an ugly card. I don't know. I've just been loving the cards I've been getting with the Gingham and the Petal Park Punch and stamp set. So I've already went ahead, did a little bit of this for you. I've die cut with the scallop contour dies, and then I stamped the green from the Petal Park stamp set using Evening Evergreen and Mint Macaron. Both of those colors are on the retired list, and they will be gone for good once supplies run out. So I was really sad to see those go because I really like those colors, but they are on the list, and the list is while supplies last. So if you love those colors and you do not have them yet, I strongly suggest you get them ASAP. So we're going to pop them up. So yeah, I used a couple of the colors tonight that are on the retired list, sadly. But they gotta make room for new colors. If you already own the colors, don't get rid of them because you are just expanding your color horizon with all the new colors that are coming, the new old colors we already had. Okay, so now I am going to attach these. Look at that. Like I said, it's an optical illusion because it looks like you did that designer series paper from top to bottom, and all it took was that little 1 by 2 inch square, and you would never know that it didn't go all the way top to bottom. Okay, let's see here. Now I could make sure that I have this centered on as well by counting the scallops on the die, but we're not going to get that technical. All right, so here is this one. And I've already went ahead and stamped those flowers and punched them out. The outline image of the flower was stamped with Mary Merlot, which is another one that is on the retired list. And then the solid image is the Sweet Sorbet, which we know is going to be around for at least another year because that is an in color. So let me place these on. Like so. So I did do some of the prep work so that you don't have to sit watching me stamp and punch out all these flowers. So that's the large size. Then I'm going to come in with the medium size. And then at the end of tonight, I will show you another color that I did. And then I have some scrap laying here of flowers that I punched out for another project. So I'm going to show you in another color as well. Just one card, because that's all I had of extra flowers. But I thought that way you could just get an idea of the different colors. We are going to be accentuating our cards with the Pearl Basic Jewels. Oh my gosh, these are on the retired list. I don't think they're going to last long, so if you love the pearls like I do, make sure that you grab them ASAP. I can't believe they retired my beautiful pearls. What I love about these pearls is you can keep them white or you can use the blends to color them. So there's lots of possibilities. You can do them in all the different colors. I've been using the big pearls for the big flower, and then the medium for the medium, and the tiny ones for the tiny. And then I like to come in with a few more on around the edges, like so. So isn't that pretty? And who would have known that that is just a 1 by 2. Love it. All right, so we got 2 more layouts coming your way. And like I said, all our little pieces are all cut the same size. So if you like one layout direction better than another, go for it. Create them all in that same layout. Pretty quiet tonight.
Yeah, nobody's chatting with me.
Nobody's chatting. Whoops. There we go. So those 3 are done. Cute, cute. All right, so 3 more of our sweet sorbet. And on the inside, I would just put a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. You could stamp those trio of flowers from the stamp set, or there's a little trio of tiny flowers in the stamp set. You can add a strip of the designer series paper that coordinates with the front. Totally up to you how you would like to decorate your inside. So we have those 3. We're going to come in with white strips again, but this time we are going to go horizontally with our strip. So you can see where I'm going with it tonight. So we're going to glue these on. Maybe I'll get my glue all ready here. I might end up with a glued up mess, and then I would say, why did I do that? But my glue is running low here too. All right. Start. There's that one. Put that aside. Nobody on chatting on Facebook either?
They said they're too mesmerized to talk.
Oh, yes. I told you you were going to be good. Like, what?
It's that, what do you call that paper?
The gingham?
Reminds me of that song. Remember the Gingham style?
Oh, Gangnam.
Gingham style.
Gangnam style. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there we're good there.
So
All
make
right.
sure you say something, folks, because I'm taking the names if Glenda does decide to give away something. She said she hasn't decided yet, so.
We'll see. All right, so this is going to be right like that. Should be perfect, or close enough. Whoop. So the card is vertical, but my piece I'm adding here is horizontal. There we go. The last card will be horizontal. All right. Cool. Okay, so now I went a little step further on this one, and I added a sentiment on, and this is from the Sentimental Park, which kind of coordinates with the Petal Park. I used the So Saffron is on the retired list. I used the Sweet Sorbet ink. So I used what? Three retired colors on these inks tonight.
Dan loves the 1x2 strips. Loves saving DSP. What is DSP?
Designer Series paper.
Okay, all right. And Sherry hates that the Stamparatus is going away.
Stamparatus is going away. I did not use the Stamparatus on these cards. It really is easy to line up your stamps, for one, because it's photopolymer. And if you stamp your outline image first, you can easily add in those. Let's see, I did this a little bit different. How am I gonna? You can easily add in the solid image just by looking through the stamp. All right, so I'm gonna put, and you can place these flowers really anywhere you like. They work perfect. You can group more than 3. You can do groups of 5. I've done variety. Okay, where's my, so now we're gonna come in with the pearls again. And then the medium size. Yep, the Stamparatus is on the retired list, so I would not wait long because I think that is another item that's going to go fast. We were all shocked that it was on the retired list, but they got to make room for new stuff all the time. I will keep mine and it will be in my stamp room here because even though it's retired, I'm going to be using it. Oops.
I don't think I've ever seen that thing.
This is the pick tool. It works great for these little pearls and for taking the papers off the back if you're having trouble with the dimensionals. Works great. Okay, so that's the second set of 3. Okay, remember the first set we went up and down. Now we went horizontally with our faux paper there. Final cards. Okay, the final 3. Again, with the Sweet Sorbet card base. These are going to be done horizontally. And these are going to be just a bit different. Come in here with my little pieces. And I'm going to move these over here because my card is going to be set over here. Okay. So I just traced around my card the corners, and then I counted the squares to find out where my center was. And this time I'm not using white. I'm going to stick it directly to my card front. And by having these little lines, I know I'm centered, or straight, I should say. because you're using little pieces, it's not connected side to side. So that's why I thought it would be good to make the lines on my grid so that I knew my little pieces would be straight across from each other. Pretty good. 9 cards out of that one little 6x6. Who would have thought to use tiny little pieces like that, huh? Okay, that one's going to set aside. We'll bring this one back in. Again, I went horizontally with the scalloped and stamped, and I added the thanks. Same colors as the other cards. Gonna center that like so. Do the same with this one. These cards just, I think, turned out beautiful. So simple. But I don't know, maybe it's the bundle. This one I've already went ahead and put some of the flowers on it. All right, so that one's set. I just got to put the pearls on. All right, we are going to town. Pearls. After this, I'm going to show you one of the other prints from the Gingham pack, and then I'm going to show you another one because you could easily do this with all the different prints in the pack. I love the Gingham because it can be used for a lot of different occasions. When I use the blue and the petal pink, I think of baby cards, whether it's announcements or shower. I don't know. And this red check or gingham kind of reminds me of summertime with picnics. All right, where do I want to put it? Just come in anywhere with some added pearls. You can go pearl happy. I usually try to keep an odd number. Okay, so there's your horizontal without the white base. Okay, so there's those 3. Here's these 3. And then we have these 3. So 9 simply gorgeous. I think they are just beautiful cards with the Country Gingham and the Petal Park Bundle. Now I'll take these away. And then here is another print from that pack. And this print has a little bit of that petal pink, and then it's got the outline of the sweet sorbet. So for my flowers on these, I did the outline image in the sweet sorbet and then the solid image in the petal pink. And that's how I got those. So pretty. All right, so now I had some leftovers from other projects that I did, and we're going to use the Balmy Blue this time. And I'm going to add a little element to this one that I didn't have on the other cards. I cut a piece of the basic white, and then I ran it through my new favorite embossing folder, which I call it the crosshatch. But it is part of the 3 that are, you buy the pack, and you get 3 in the pack. And they are only available online. It's an online exclusive, and they are sold out right now, but they're expected to be back into the Stampin' Up! Warehouse the week of May 1st. So check them out. Again, I've been using these crosshatch, is what I call it, embossing folder a lot. So I went ahead and did that on this white. And then I got little slips or little pieces of that gingham. Let's see, I could use my little mat here if I kind of center that in the line because it's a little smaller. Get my glue going here. And attach these. To the side. Like so. And I'm using my grid here to make sure that that's the same kind of going across. That looks pretty good. Okay, now I can go ahead. I got a hair that's glued to my fingers. And I attach this to my card base. So the same kind of layout. We just added the embossed element on here. Now, where's my cover? I have the scalloped contour die with the stamped leaves. Again, I use the mint macaron and the evening evergreen, which are on the retired list. We're going to pop that up. On the front, like so. Then I have these flowers, and I'm going to use 3 of the same size flower because that's what I had left over, and it works. And I use the Night of Navy on the outline, and I use the Balmy Blue for the inside of the flower. So let's see, I think I will put one there, and I kind of slipped it underneath, and I'll put one here like so, and then we'll come in with the pearls. Now because it's 3 big ones, I'm just going to use 3 big pearls. And then we'll put some smaller ones around the edges. So there you go. That's with the Balmy Blue. So we got Balmy Blue. This is similar to this one, but we got the added white. I love the white with the baby blue. I think it's beautiful. So that is, these 3 are all kind of the same. It's just the different gingham that I use. And this one I added that white underneath. Love them. What do you think, guys? Yes? No? It's a great way to use that little pieces, I'm talking little pieces of that designer series paper that we all have laying around. So that is it for tonight. That's your one sheet wonder. What do we do? I think I'm going to give away, I have one extra kit. This is my Petal Park Stamp Set of the Month class. It just ended. My class participants got their kits sent out today in the mail. I got one kit left. People in the class also got the Petal Park Bundle. This is the card kit, and it has a pack of pearls. So somebody tonight is going to get the card kit with the pearls. If you do not have the Petal Park Bundle, I would appreciate it if you ordered that from me. If you have it, let me know how you like your kit. Bill, what do we...
Oh, let me get my names
Pull
here.
some name
Everybody that
for me.
commented, I kept track of names,
Yep.
and I've got one drawn out of a hat here.
All
And
right.
it's Sonia da Silva. Is that how you say Sonia da Silva?
Let me see if I can see her name. I cannot. Sonia, if you are in the United States, because I can't mail outside of the United States, send me your address at glenda@TheStampCamp.com, and I will send you your kit, your Petal Park Stamp Set of the Month kit, tomorrow. It will go out tomorrow. You will receive an email confirmation of the shipment, as well as an email from me with the PDF files for all the Petal Park projects that I've been showing for the last week, 2 weeks. All the one sheet wonder patterns and downloads. You'll receive all that good stuff. So that is it for tonight. If you need any of the supplies, please consider ordering from me. I appreciate that so very much. You will find the list of all the supplies that I used tonight down below the video under Show More. There's a link to the supplies as well as a link to my blog. Tomorrow's blog post will have all the cards up close and personal, so you can check them out. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell in the upper right hand corner so you get notified when I go live. If you are on my Facebook page and this is a first for you, make sure that you like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, you know, all the good stuff. And thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we'll see you again next week. Thanks for stopping by.